James Craig was Cincinnati's first police chief from outside the city's first African-American police chief. And now, after 22 short months, it looks like he's leaving the Queen City. 9 on Your Side reporter Tom McKee live with a look at the impact Chief Craig had on our community. Tom?
Well, Clyde, James Craig grew up in Detroit. He began his police career there before being laid off in 1981. He moved west, joined the Los Angeles Police Department. Over the next 20-plus decades, or 20-plus years rather, he gained enough experience to become chief of Portland, Maine. Then, on June 28, 2011, he became the Cincinnati police chief, replacing Tom Stryker. Now, the cycle is complete, and he appears ready to head home. James Craig's goals as Portland, Maine's police chief were simple: listen, cut crime, and get involved in the community.
I think we can check off all those boxes and say that it's been a successful run under his leadership.
Case in point, Craig acted when Portland officers complained about wearing hats all the time.
And this was kind of an overwhelming feeling by most of the police officers. So the hats went away.
He got kids involved in Portland's art scene to help reduce crime.
We performed plays with the young people. We were involved in a recent art walk. We've done midnight cyber cafe at the local library.
Then, when the Cincinnati job opened, Craig listened and liked what he heard.
It was clear to me it had a little bit of Detroit, a little of Los Angeles, and a little Portland, all wrapped up in one nice city.
One of his first moves before he came to town was to call FOP President Kathy Harrell.
He wanted to know what was important to the rank and file in the Cincinnati Police Department.
Harrell told him of officer concerns over white uniform shirts, and the color was changed to blue.
I've worked in communities where it's not uncommon for officers to be ambushed. So certainly when you're a target wearing a white uniform shirt, that's a concern I have.
Another change, rescheduling many officers' shifts to 4 days a week, 10 hours per day.
Within being here in 8 weeks, we were able to get a different change in our work schedule, which we hadn't been able to negotiate with the city or the past police chiefs in over 20-something years.
His marching orders from Cincinnati City Manager Milton Dohoney Jr. were to cut the crime rate, and he was ready with a plan.
We have to work together to try to lower it. If he has some different approaches, I'm open to it, and I think we have to look at it.
The chief even threw the first verbal punch in the battle.
To the law violators, especially those who want to engage in acts of violence, we will find you. We will arrest you, because we're not going to let the few of you, because there's very few, disrupt the safety and the quality of life in this city.
That strategy was quickly put to the test by 6 cases of officers firing their weapons at suspects with guns. One, a teenager, fatally shot on Fountain Square.
You can't point guns at anyone, and you absolutely cannot point guns at police officers. That has to stop.
Just like in Portland, Craig made helping youth a Cincinnati priority.
We have got to get to the young people. We have got to redirect them. We have got to show them that they got to make good choices.
The result was the boot camp for teens, with mentors helping teach self-respect and respect for the law.
The chief has done a very good job here.
That's the assessment of the man who hired Craig, City Manager Milton Dohoney Jr.
He has made inroads in terms of improving morale and the relationship with the troops. He has built relationships throughout the city, and crime has gone down under his watch.
Of course, right now, Cincinnati is prepared to possibly lay off 66 police officers, and Craig says he hopes that won't deter some of the programs that he's put into place. He's even suggested that the police chief's position remain open so that salary can be used to keep 2 police officers on the streets in the coming weeks and months. Clyde and Carol.
Tom McKee, thanks for that live report.